Hey, you've summoned a lesser maker. Today, we're going to do a supplemental warband called Ghost Pirates. Some of you more eagle-eyed viewers might know that I have a Davy Jones tattoo, and I grew up loving pirates. When I was little, we went to Disneyland when it was affordable. I mean, they didn't have the movies back then, so pirates always captured my imagination, and cursed pirates especially were always something that was kind of special. So we're going to be using miniatures from Black Scorpion, and Black Scorpion miniatures have a lot of different Mordheim adjacent models, and they're actually really affordable. There were 4 models for $11, so if you haven't checked out their website, this isn't sponsored or anything, but you should definitely check it out because they have a lot of cool miniatures. All of these are resin, and they didn't really have any problems as far as flashing. They had a few supports that I had to get off, but other than that, I mean, it was pretty simple. I'm going to be doing a lot of shipwreck bases. This is just with coffee stirrers, popsicle sticks, and stuff like that, and a lot of super glue. So maybe this shipwreck build is starting to make a little more sense for you guys. After doing a couple of these bases, it was taking a while. The next time I was doing it, I was doing them in pairs, at the length of the popsicle stick. I would just glue a ton of parallel strips at once, and then I would chop them off, and then I would have a bunch of bases done at the same time. So one of the really cool units is called the Gibbets. A gibbet is a method of torture and a kind of a death sentence for a pirate, but these units kind of use them as a badge of honor. They're undead, and they come back with the gibbets that they just kind of break free from back to the pirate's life, and then they use the gibbets as a +4 to armor. So I 3D modeled some gibbets. Unfortunately, they were a little too thin in my opinion, but I do have the 3D model for you guys on Patreon for free if you would like. So we're going to prime these in a bright teal spray paint. They turned out pretty good. I'm going to let them dry overnight. We'll see how they look. On top of this bright teal, we're going to dry brush some yellow. I did kind of overdo it on one of my models. I always wanted to start on the back just in case stuff like this happened. I was able to wipe it off and then restart it, but just dry brushing a lot of yellow on these made it look like they were super ghostly. I was going for Haunted Mansion Ghost teal, and I do think I achieved that. They look really great, and they're very ghostly. And it was a really simple paint scheme. I painted all the weapons a silver to kind of give them a more ethereal look. Maybe the weapons are more tangible than they are themselves. And then the only other thing I added was I watered down some dark blue speed paint, and I picked out one item of clothing just to kind of darken and add a bit more contrast. This added a lot to the figure, as well as kind of dumb down some of that yellow and make them a little more distinguished. All my models and templates are free on Patreon for all my Mordheim boards. I have monuments, I have templates for buildings and stuff like that. I don't know, it's a great resource for you guys to download things. There's no pay to win strategy here, but if you do like the files, you feel like it's worth $2 a month, you can sign up on Patreon, and I would appreciate that. I'd like to thank my Patreon members, Leroy, Moonbad Feder, Caracal, and our newest patron, Old School FRP. Thank you guys really so much. It means the world that you guys would help support these weekly videos. Sorry if my voice was weird. I'm sick today. So, all right, have a good one.